Hello and welcome back. We are entering the area around Edinburgh at the moment, and I want to share the ORBX scenery with you as well as the main landing. And we are again here in the A330 freeware aircraft, where you can find all the variants in the end. They are constantly uploading new versions, and it is the plan that they would give you all the 330s. And I also mean there was something about the 340 at some point, but you can find it on the expanded org forum. But here you really see some kind of the oddness of how the region here in Plane 11 starts for the ORBX northern region, because it is a bit odd that you got this area here and then nothing here, and but I guess it's due to the main areas, and it would look even more odd if they did include it. But anyways, we are now coming into the northern region here, and we have a nice view, and we are not going to land at Edinburgh this time. This time we are taking a flight a bit more to the west, over to, here you got it, a Golf Papa Foxtrot. And we are about 55 nautical miles away, or 7 minutes from the destination. But we also have to do an approach and such, so we are not there quite yet. But we are doing our best here in order to get our aircraft down to the destination and give you a nice view of the scenery here in for our main landing. And it really flies well in normal operation. There is a few issues when you use my autopilot project together with the add-on, but you can of course always use the 2D panel. That's another thing I should mention, is that the aircraft only has an 2D panel. There is a 3D cabin, but it's not worth showing as such. And a very simplified cabin, but it is flyable, it is free to use. So that by itself is quite nice. And down there we got Edinburgh that we are passing by now on our way to the destination. And if you did not already guess it, it is Glasgow. Okay. Wind at 260 degrees. We are planning runway 23, so it should be good. nice today. The weather wasn't as great yesterday here around Glasgow and Edinburgh. It was pretty cloudy, but let's see how it goes as we descend. As you can see, clouds are coming up there. And the sound, yeah, you can say it could be better, but it could also be worse. There are good and bad things, but overall, it's nice aircraft to hand fly as well. And in reality fly is okay. I just have to get used to flying such a large aircraft because the turning of the aircraft and such is of course quite different from the small medium-sized jet that I am normally flying and operating. So of course there is also some practicing, learning and such in flying such a large aircraft as the A330 or A340 for that matter. A lot of windmills over here. There are very many. Pretty packed over there and dense. Yeah, okay. And here comes the clouds, as we can see. And we can see we are coming in a bit hot, so I have to use our speed brakes in order to decelerate fast enough. And in the UK there are other restrictions, so it would be 270 knots as far as I remember. Normally in Europe we are used to around 250 knots below 10,000 feet. But it is a bit different here in the United Kingdom from what I have heard. Now we can zoom in a bit here to see the main route and also start planning turn manually if necessary. And if you haven't already guessed it, we got the airport straight ahead. So we are coming in over the city of Glasgow here. Let's see, we are at 4,000 feet right now, and it seems pretty fine. We are now going to slow down the aircraft in order to make the turn and get the flaps and landing gear down. So we're just gonna let it level off here and continue decelerating here. Okay, let's go to the heading mode, as it would be a too tight turn here in a moment if you just continue. And yeah, I will get the warning for the main airspeed. There we go. And let's make the right hand turn now and get ourselves ready for our approach here. Set the auto throttle on, let the aircraft accelerate a bit and get the speed brakes in, or down I should say, apologize. There we go. And as you can see here at the map, we are having the ILS out here, so we are flying out and entering instead of continuing directly into Glasgow. VR station. As you can see, it is ILS category 1 approach, so it is not as precise an ILS procedure. Okay, and if you like to follow it, you can select the approach here and let it show it. Then you have a reference. They actually have a visual reference where you are, as well as you can actually see here when I set flaps. Now I can lower the landing gear. You can see it shows when I set the gear down and such, so you can go back and track your flight path here. If that's what you want to do. Okay, and now let's set the heading bug once again for the aircraft to fly the approach a bit more accurate, as it seems that it already wanted to turn, and we do not want the aircraft to turn already. There we go, and arm the speed brakes. It's done. My autopilot instrument. Okay. And we can switch on to the nav again. Let the aircraft do its thing. But we could also set the heading and switch to the course 1 and let the aircraft lock itself to the approach. Just have to be careful here, so it also captures path here. Okay. And you can see it already tries to intercept the ILS here. Setting in the full flaps, and there you see the treetops. That indicates that we are pretty low at the moment, but it's okay. View here, and now we just wait for the aircraft to stabilize on the approach, capturing the glide path that is coming up. It isn't much we can see today as such from our current position, but it will do. Here at Glasgow. Really looks well. And now we have to show off the runway straight ahead. From this angle it just seems that we are quite low compared to the terrain, but the 2D panel zoom effect gives a lot of different viewpoint than when you actually are used to being in the 3D cockpit. But here comes the runway, and we are pretty much stabilized here on the approach. So what I just want to do is switch off the autopilot system and close my autopilot project. There we go.
1000.
And then we manually fly the aircraft for now. Now I can try to make a turn. You can see how steady it is, even I'm using full right and full left movement of the yoke. It is very steady, but of course it also is a large and heavy aircraft. And now I have to get back on track here and get our aircraft ready for the main approach here. Island throttle there.
300.
Here we go. A bit low now, but we are stabilizing it now.
200.
And it's just the glide slope that it wanted to tell us that
50,
we're not following.
40, 30, 20, 10. Retard.
Here we go. We are reversing. Reversers off. Manual braking. And we have arrived at Glasgow. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Glasgow. We will now taxi off the runway and switch off some lights and make our way to the terminal. And yes, it is just a stock airport of Glasgow. It's not any add-on or anything. I really like that sound, but again, it may be realistic from inside the cabin, but from the cockpit you don't hear it that much. Anyways, strobe lights off and landing light off. If you want, it's just a small hint. You can press this little knob here and it would switch on the camera, so you see from the nose. I can't say if that's realistic for the Airbus 330. I know that for the 330 and 340 they have a split screen down here normally, where they can see is it from the left, right wing and from the nose wheel, and if I'm not mistaken also from the tail. So here we are at Glasgow. A short little flight from Billund in Denmark and over here. And no, it's not a real route, because I don't mean you can fly from Billund to Glasgow or Edinburgh for that sake. Or else Yes, you can to Edinburgh, but not to Glasgow. I don't mean you can do that. You can from Copenhagen. So here we go. There we go. Parked. And here we are. Yes. Here we go. Shutting down. We already got the APU running, so everything seems fine. And the lights can be switched off and the lights. Okay. So there you go. Welcome to Glasgow, and thank you for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.